miscommunication going on between the refs here. Waiting to clear that up before we can get this first point started.
Game one, time in.
Here we go.
0-0-2.
Point.
All right, good start there for Alshon and Daescu.
1-0-2. Point.
Ooh, tough point there for Campbell and Harvey. Looks like they had a little bit of a miscommunication in the middle. Hopefully they're just getting settled in
2-0-2.
here.
Side out.
Good leave there by Harvey. Can see Daescu trying to stay aggressive there. He's also probably settling in. I don't expect
0-2-1.
him to miss too many of those moving forward.
Point.
Freebie point there. Trip to the freebie factory, as
1-2-1.
Dave Fleming would say.
Second serve. One, two, two. Point.
2 missed returns in a row by Alshon there. Definitely not something we're
2-2-2.
used to seeing out of him.
Point.
Really smart point there by Harvey and Campbell. You can see they're really attacking those outside edges of the court, both outer wings of
3-2-2.
Alshon and Daescu. And then they left that speed up to go a little bit long there.
Side out.
Good possession there.
2-3-1.
Points.
Point.
Yeah, good leave there by Christian. Kind of a weird point. You kind of saw Andre make half of an
3-3-1
out there in the middle of the point. I'm surprised that the players didn't notice that and stop play. He kind of got away with half an out call there. So great defense by Alshon. Yeah,
Point.
textbook points by the experienced pros here. Good resets, got them into the net to be offensive. Put away that backhand flick. That's
4-3-1.
Construction.
Point.
Yeah, just reaching a little bit too far there for Campbell. Had to do a little bit more with that first flick if he really wanted to get the ball down on Andre.
Second serve.
Ooh, missed serve there by Alshon. Looks like he's still kind of getting settled in a bit here in this first game.
5-3-2. Side out.
Ooh, Alshon goes for the Ernie there. Wasn't quite there. A little bit of a reach. That ball sat on that
3-5-1.
tape for what feels like an entire minute.
Second serve.
Good little exchange there. Adam Harvey goes with the speed up down the
3-5-2.
line. And Andre Case and Campbell just a little bit late on that next counter. But I do like the idea.
Side out.
Couple tough missed thirds and fifths from Harvey. Those drives are just a little bit erratic right now. But I like the idea to stay aggressive. Definitely for a team like Harvey and Campbell, it's going to be important to really stay aggressive. Staying in these longer points will definitely favor the more experienced duo here of Alshon and Daescu. Huge counter there from Campbell. A little bit of an off-pace speed up by Alshon to Campbell's backhand, and he just annihilated that one.
5-3-2. Side out.
Great hold by Campbell and Harvey. Empty possession there for Christian and Andre. We'll see if
3-5-1.
Campbell and Harvey can put some points on the board here.
Point.
I love that misdirect by Harvey. Christian left that dink a little bit high. Harvey goes for the
4-5-1.
inside out right behind Andre. Caught him kind of sitting forehand. That's just a great
Point.
ball. And another miss return by Alshon. That's super out of character for him. I think that's 3 for the game, and they only have 4 points on the board. So 75% of the points here have been just handed over by Christian.
5-5-1. Second serve.
Great job by Andre and Christian there to really keep Kaysen and Adam back at the baseline. Seems like they're having
5-5-2.
a lot of success winning points when that team is stuck at the baseline. When it gets to the kitchen, it's a little bit more
Side out.
even, I would say, with which team is coming out on top at the kitchen. So
5-5-1.
Campbell and Harvey really got to find a way to get into the kitchen.
Second serve.
2 smart pulls by Campbell there. He sped up at Christian 2 times during that point, but switched up his target both times. So kind of caught Christian guessing on that second one and
5-5-2.
miss counter.
Side out.
All right, tied up at 5-5 here.
5-5-1. Second serve.
A little bit crafty there from Campbell. I do like the strategy of Campbell and Harvey to really move
5-5-2.
Andre and Christian away from each other, really getting those aggressive things, pulling them to the outside, creating those holes, but that one just a little bit egregious there.
Side out.
Christian got away with a little bit of a higher dink there.
5-5-1.
Empty possession for Campbell and Harvey.
Point.
Good little dipping third there from Daescu. Had a little bit of a skid on the court.
6-5-1.
Gets them to 6-5.
Second serve.
Great move there by Andre, but misses it just a tad deep. I do think that Daescu and
6-5-2.
Alshon have to be a little bit more aggressive. They seem to be playing it a little bit safe, which is resulting in a couple high dinks and really kind of letting Harvey and Campbell dictate the points a little bit more. I would like,
Point.
love that. Right on cue. Alshon plays a little bit more aggressive. Love that point.
Christian on 7. 7-5-2. Side out.
A little bit unlucky there from Alshon. He had a great speed up, but it clipped the tape, gave Campbell a little bit more time to prepare for his
5-7-1.
counter, really get on top of it. But 2 good points there by Alshon and Daescu. We'll see if they can hold Harvey and Campbell again. Oh,
Point.
not something you see every day, a full whiff from Daescu. Must have been a little bit of a weird bounce. Not sure really what happened there.
6-7-1. Second serve.
Yeah, let's take another look here at this weird bounce.
6-7-2.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like the ball died really. So it's
Point.
doesn't look like it was a dead spot on the court, but
Timeout receiver,
definitely
7-7-2.
Something weird going on here with either the ball or the surface that caused Andre to whiff that. I can't imagine he just whiffed it, but we got a timeout here. We're gonna go to break ourselves. Don't go anywhere. We'll neck and neck here in this first game. 7 apiece here, I believe, on one
Time in.
still.
7-7-2.
It's been a great match so far. I don't feel like Alshon and Daescu have really settled in yet. Playing a little bit safe, and Harvey and Campbell are really taking it to him, playing really well.
Side out.
Great point out of the timeout there by Alshon. He stayed really aggressive, kept the ball really down at the feet, and I was wrong. They were on a 2, so we get
7-7-1.
7-7.
Second serve.
Missed serve there by Daescu. That's 1 apiece for both of them.
7-7-2. Point.
Just barely missed long there by Campbell, but I really like the
8-7-2.
aggressive flick there.
Side out.
Wow. Amazing dink there by Harvey. I think as a team, they're doing a really great job hitting those aggressive dinks, really pulling
7-8-1.
Alshon and Daescu wide, splitting them apart. They're really not able to do anything offensive with their dinks right now, which is turning into a bit of a problem for Daescu and Alshon.
Second serve.
Good point construction there by Alshon. He sped up that first one at Campbell's
7-8-2.
backhand and takes the next one to the forehand.
Point.
Another missed return. I believe that's at least 4, maybe 5 on the side of
8-8-2.
Alshon and Daescu. So without those missed returns, this first game's not really even close.
Side out.
But these errors have really cost them here in this first game.
8-8-1.
Snowmen in Cincinnati. Another classic Dave Fleming line. Oh,
Second serve.
that was a bold move by Harvey, and it almost went terribly wrong. But he gets lucky off the net cord, and dribbles right over. So turned into an amazing shot.
8-8-2.
Good idea, but a little bit risky there, but pays off. I can appreciate it.
Point.
Tough miss dink there from Campbell.
9-8-2. Point.
Couple unforced errors there out of Campbell. Brings us to our
10-8-2.
first game point here in the first. I would have maybe liked to see a timeout.
Point game. Change ends.
Great little exchange there to end the first game, 11-8. Overall, fairly impressed with Harvey and Campbell, although they did get about 4 or 5 freebies off of Miss Have the second game here of Campbell and Harvey versus Alshon and Daescu.
Side out.
Alshon and Daescu did take the first game. However, they did miss probably
0-0-1.
5 returns, a couple serves, so definitely not a clean game for them. Might explain the closer score line. We'll definitely be curious
Second
to
serve.
see what happens here in the second game.
0-0-2. Side out.
Great start here from Campbell and Harvey. You can definitely see that they're coming out a little bit more aggressive here. Campbell, you know, pulling kind of right off the bat here,
0-0-1.
which I think is going to be a smart strategy for them to get in some more points here against Daescu and Alshon.
Second serve.
Sneaky little inside-out attack there from Daescu sets up the winner from Christian.
0-0-2. Side out.
Still scoreless here in the second game.
0-0-1. Point.
Sneaky little lob there in the middle of the point. It was a great
1-0-1.
Great stab get by Campbell, jumping back and grabbing it with the backhand. Very athletic move.
Point.
Yeah, tough point there for Campbell and Harvey. I really would like to see them being the one pulling the trigger a little bit
2-0-1.
sooner. I think when Daescu and Alshon are the ones
Second
being
serve.
aggressive, they're coming out on top every time. So I do think that Campbell and Harvey have to find some way to be a little bit more
2-0-2.
aggressive here in the second game if they're going to force a third.
Point.
Great drive and crash there by Daescu and Alshon. Well,
3-0-2.
actually, just Daescu. He drove and crashed his own ball.
Side out. Zero, 3-1.
See if they can get on the board
Point.
here. Miss return.
One, 3-1. Point.
All right. Suddenly, it's a one-point game here.
2-3-1.
Big serve from Harvey. Love that.
Point.
All right. 2 points in a row there. Won by that kind of middle dipping dink.
3-3-1.
We'll see if Campbell and Harvey exploit that a bit more, see if they can get a couple more points out of that strategy.
Second serve.
Got to get into the kitchen first to do that.
3-3-2. Side out.
Great offensive balls there by Alshon and Daescu. They're doing a really good job of keeping Campbell and Harvey back at the baseline, really making them earn their way to the kitchen
3-3-1.
line. Campbell Campbell's missed that ball a couple of times, really trying to go for that aggressive cross
4-3-1.
roll.
Second serve. Four, 3-2. Point.
I really like to see Alshon and
5-3-2.
playing more aggressive. I think it's definitely favoring them right now. They're coming out on top of a lot of these exchanges when they're being a little bit more
Side out.
aggressive. The lob, definitely an interesting choice. Goes a little bit long, so side out for
3-5-1.
Campbell and Harvey.
Second serve.
Great counter there by Andre. Dips right at the baseline.
3-5-2.
It is probably important to note, you'll see that Andre does not have his normal proton paddle in his hands, so could be a reason he might be just taking a little bit of an adjustment period
Point.
to get settled in. If you're wondering why he doesn't have a proton paddle, the UPA, which is the governing
4-5-2.
body of paddle regulations for the PPA Tour, did change up a couple of their guidelines as
Side
of
out.
September 1st. So some paddles are still in that certification process. So that classic proton
5-4-1.
flamingo paddle that you're used to seeing Andre with is still undergoing some certification. So unfortunately, those players have to find a different paddle for this tournament to play with that is on the approved list. So
Second serve.
if you see any players this weekend playing with a different paddle, that is probably why, but
5-4-2.
hopefully they all get to return to their signed sponsored companies shortly.
Point.
Great hands battle there by all four players. Harvey just a little bit late there on that last ball.
6-4-2. Point.
Yeah, that one was a little bit of a meatball for Alshon. Tossed that one right up. I would love to see a timeout from
7.
Campbell and Harvey as they go down 3, just to stop the momentum a little bit.
Side out.
I'm just not loving that lob from Christian. Maybe he's just feeling comfortable in this match and thinks that he can try some new stuff,
4-7-1.
but it's been really unsuccessful in this second game, so I hope that's the last time he tries it.
Point. Five, 7-1. Point.
Harvey kind of getting away with
Timeout
one there.
receivers, 6-7-1.
Daescu was definitely on that counter. And that brings Harvey and Campbell within 1 of with Alshon and Daescu up by 1 here, but Harvey and Campbell mounting a little bit of a comeback here. Harvey and Campbell kind of struggling to make their way to the kitchen line here. See if they can get in eventually. It's not looking good. Oh, great defense.
Second
really
serve.
smart play there from Alshon, recognizing how far back Campbell and Harvey were there. They just got stuck at that baseline, couldn't find their way in. Let's see if they can get in here
6-7-2.
on this second point.
Point. 7-7-2. Side out. 7-7-1. Point.
A little bit unlucky there for Campbell. 2 points in a row where the ball lands right on that back line.
8-7-1.
Great resets.
Point.
Oh,
Timeout
great
receivers,
point by
9-7-1.
Campbell and Harvey. They had so many good resets, and then
1.
2 points away here. 9-7-1.
Second serve.
Great timeout there from Campbell and Harvey. Let's see if they can get one more stop here.
9-7-2. Side out.
All right, great timeout. You love to see that. Love taking a timeout and then have your opponents miss 2/3. There's no better feeling than that. Let's see if they can do something with it.
7-9-1.
Probably put a couple points on the board here to apply a little bit of scoreboard pressure.
Second serve. 7-9-2.
Come on.
Side out.
Empty trip there for Campbell and Harvey. Great playing by Alshon and Daescu to really stay
9-7-1.
aggressive after those 2 kind of loose points after the timeout.
Second serve.
Oh my gosh, Christian, if you're watching this back, lose the lob maybe.
9-7-2.
But I respect you for trying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Point.
unfortunate little net cord there. Gives Christian the ATP. Brings us to our first match point.
10-7-2. Point, game, match.
And the attack goes a little bit long from Harvey. And that closes out the match, 11-8, 11-7. Overall, really impressed with the play of Campbell and Harvey. I think Harvey played a super clean game.